Hey guys, hey, Dale Walker at Holeshot. And it's hot outside. It's 102 degrees out here in my big metal building. It's hard to cool. Anyway, I've got the green meanie back from Galfer, and I'm working on a few things I want to show you. So I got my camera just on a tripod. I'm by my lonesome. I'm an amateur. I'll just pick it up and kind of show you what's going on. So, what's that on the back there? Been working on this, didn't want to mention it till I know I can make it happen. So there's my Holeshot 10-inch bad boy slip-on the stock exhaust that you can still run the lower shield, but that's the new mid pipe that we just got in our hands that will adapt my 10-inch bad boy on the Z900RS and Cafe. And it's no performance difference. The stock muffler, as we know, is straight through like this, and it sounds about the same, maybe a hair louder. I think about the same. It's going to perform the same. So basically it's about a little over 2 pound weight savings. My muffler and mid pipe's about 2.8 pounds. I weighed the stock one. It's about 5 with the little small heat shield. So you're just going for looks, which I think it looks bitchin'. And it's a little teeny bit more upswept right there, just barely, but tucked in real nice. I don't have this tightened down all the way because I don't want to put marks on the muffler, but it's tucked in really nice. I don't know if you can see that here, but I laser etch. You know, every one of my mufflers is very subtle. It's laser etched. I got reflections from our skylights, but it says Holeshot Performance with my name on the top. No logo plate. You can get a little logo plate if you want to add one. But anyway, so we're going to come out with these. They'll be available very soon. So what else do I want to show you? Well, a couple little cleanup things. I took the ugly strap off. I machined these little buttons. I think they look clean. I do have the little MD Racing or whatever it's called, Fender Eliminator. I really like that one. It mounts the stock turn signals real cleanly. But anyway, so I'm gonna take the seat off and show you some of the brake lines. We just got finished at Galfer. Bike was up there for about 2 weeks. But this is something I'm going to try to work on next. I'm going to pull the gas tank tomorrow to not only plug the smog valve hose, but pull it up. I want to see if I can reroute the clutch cable slightly on the other side of the frame to give it a little bit of slack, because I already have my risers turned 180 like a lot of people do, and the lines I made with Galfer reach that way, the upper line. This line is plus 1 inch, and these are my 20 millimeter risers that should look nice on top of the original lower handlebar clamps. Nice stainless, good grade, longer Allens. So the key is, and that's not for sure yet what I just showed you, the key is coming straight up 20 millimeters. Are the rest of the stuff going to reach? The cables, throttle cables, and the clutch line is the main thing. Even with them flipped, you know, it doesn't move around too much. You don't have much wiggle room there. So I'm going to see how it's routed, and I'm going to mount this on the other side in here of the radiator hose, see if I can keep it over there snug. So we'll see. I'll pull the tank off, see how it's routed, see if I can give that. Another thing, you know, you can do probably is we can remove these, all the little spring clip, little wire mounts to let stuff float more. That's everything I'm going to be checking on in the next couple days. So anyway, I'm going to set the camera back down without making too much of a mess of the video, and I'm going to remove the seat. All right, good. And I'll pop off the side panel. I have the screw out of it already. Take these things apart. It's always a good idea. I use a little bit of dielectric grease. I hope I'm in the right spot. On all the grommets. Every grommet, little dielectric grease. You can use regular grease. It's more of a mess though. Dielectric grease, you know, silicone, so it doesn't rot the rubber, and that way you're not going to rip off a little tab. That can happen. So that's what I always do. So what I want to show you, again, I'm picking it up with the tripod here, so we'll just deal with it. Actually, it works pretty good. So starting with the back, we got all brand new brake lines with the new junction down there. What a pain. Okay, because it comes from the other you know, ABS unit way back in there and into that block and then to the rear caliper. See it? I'm going to stock the clear lines. You can do any kind you want. I like the look of a braided line myself, not black with just the nickel plated banjos. Never fade that way. So back in there, every rubber is removed. Even though we could have kept these, the original hard lines, back in there, there's about a 4-inch long strip of still rubber, and we just didn't want any rubber at all. So that goes all to the ABS module back in there, and was pretty slick. We were able to get it hooked into the stock holders. A little tight, but they snap in there. Routed super nice. And back under this area, under the air box, is where the front upper line bolts on and just threads right in. Okay, so this is from that junction to the upper master. So what's slick about that, if I do come out with a kit, okay, like I'm talking about over here on the table, and I can make that work out, no guarantees yet, I may fail, but anything's possible. But if I come out with the kit, then we'll have a +1 inch, and that's the deal right there. So anyway, so here they are on the calipers, real sanitary. They mount still in the little holders. Come up there. Whoops. Got their own new real clean junction block. Okay, and then it takes off, and then that one heads back to the ABS. But with these even turned around like a lot of you guys do, like I have on my bike now, when you turn this bike all the way to lock, you'll notice that the clutch cable still pulls out a teeny bit. Doesn't make it tight, but it's already there. So we'll see, first of all, how my new things fit, and what that does. Going straight up, you have a little bit more wiggle room. You're not going back as much. So I may fail this time. The clutch cable may not be able to get enough even on the other side, but we'll find out. If not, I may order another new clutch cable, even though they're expensive, and possibly have Motion Pro make me a cable that I think would be the proper length. Now the regular standard RS will work, but I think that cable on that bike's probably a lot longer and might bunch up and blah blah blah, but time will tell. Okay, so that's it for now. I got this done. I got some good pictures of this right now. I think it's really Sano. So much nicer than the stock muffler. The thing looks bitchin', doesn't it? That's my 10-inch bad boy. Okay, and then once I figure this stuff out I'm talking about with these bars, regardless, it's going to go back together, even if it goes back together for now like it is now, so I can get the new header installed I was talking about in my last video. So all stainless, 4-into 2-into 1, all hand tigged, beautiful. Got the O2. The pipe's turned down just to keep it upright here, not fall over on me. But these are the brackets made for the lower shield. So with this header, the original shield right here will mount on, and your stock muffler or any slip-on that fits the stock bike. Okay, so I've got another header coming for the Z900, because I'm almost positive the smooth mid pipe on the Z900 that they make will fit this bike, and that will end up being on my bike with just one of my different mufflers without this heat shield. I don't really care about the heat shield. I don't even want the heat shield. It's just some people want it, some people like it, so I may offer both options. So, all right, well, set this down. So this is my dyno mule, 10-inch bad boy, and here's the stock one. Okay, this thing's got some beef to it, even though it's not real heavy, but this is much lighter. Feels a lot lighter, looks better. But I'm just showing you this kind of the difference here. So. All right, that's it. Catch you next time. Sayonara. Thanks for watching.